G'day guys, Butcher Benny T here. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to cut up a lamb with minimal tools, no bandsaw, just a handful of knives and a saw. So we'll get started. First up, we've got to break him into his shoulders, loins, legs. So we'll start on the shoulders, just flip it on the edge of the bench, grab your knife, looking through from the inside, count from the front 5 ribs. We're going to cut between 5 and 6 ribs. There it is, 5 and 6. Nice cut through that. Up that way, leave that for the saw. Other way, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between 5 and 6 again, like that. Cut up there. Grab your saw. Through that, through that. Just cut through the bone. Once you feel it, the saw gets through the bone, stop and cut it with a knife, keep things nice and clean. So there's your forequarter. Then we'll move on and take the legs off the loins. What you're going to feel for, there's a little pin bone there, which is hip bone. Feel for that and cut right beside that. Alternatively, you can poke your knife in there and feel for the joint just past where his tailbone goes. But I like to feel for the hip, there it is there, point of the hip, straight down there, roll him over, across there, right around. If you put him over the edge of the bench, it should just go straight through that joint. There it goes. There it is. Legs, loins, shoulders. Rightio. Put that one aside, that one aside. We'll start on the legs. So I'm going to show you how to just do a simple leg roast. Lamb rump steaks, lamb chump chops. Just grab the boner knife, tip him up, hold him over there. You'll be able to cut through his tailbone, straight down. That's now open. Run your knife through there. You'll see, you'll come around the tailbone, feel for that, straight through there. That's off. Same with this side. Knife through. Just feel your way. You'll feel it go into that joint. Back there will take his tailbone out. There it is. Chuck that one away. Rightio, we'll start on this one. I'll do a simple leg of lamb and some chump chops. Just trim this fat away. You don't need that. Little piece of skirt in here. Take that out, keep that as trim. That's the fillet. You see the fillet runs up there on top of your, or underside of your chump chops, or on the top of here, but underside of that. Trim that out like so. Get rid of that bit of fat. Nope. Rightio. That's a long cut leg of lamb there. But we're going to take some chump chops off him. So for that, same again. We'll mark him with a knife. And you want to get roughly there is the end of your leg. So we'll start there with the knife, cut, cut. Probably get one more, might go a little bit past where we want to go, but we'll take one more off. Rightio. Grab the handsaw. Just a matter of cutting through the bone. It's nice and gentle. Till you feel it, once again, till you feel the saw go through the bone, and you cut the rest with the knife. Again. Again. That one. a matter getting your knife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little chunk chops. Put in there. Alright, then we're left with the leg of lamb. Now we just want to joint that, and you just want to go through the bone with the saw. So a little mark there. Get your hand saw. There it goes, through there. Take him a little bit more. Flip him up. There he is. Right, then we'll move on to the other leg. So we'll take that piece of skirt out again. Put that there. With this side I'm going to do some rump steaks. Lamb rump steaks. So it's just a matter of trimming that. That away again. Like so. There. Rightio. We'll cut this chunk straight off. Get rid of that. Grab your saw, same again, as you feel it go through the bone, we'll do the rest of the knife. There it goes. Cut that off. And see we're right on the hip joint. That little piece of bone's just come out of there. That's his hip joint. Chuck that in there. We'll do a half leg of lamb with this one. So cut through with your knife. Hand saw again. Nice and gentle. Feel it go through. There it is. Flip him up there. Beautiful lamb. We'll just joint this shank again. There he goes. Straight through. Leg of lamb there. Rightio, onto the chunk. Grab your boning knife. You want to follow the bone around. Start it up on the hip joint. Just follow it around. Just use the point of your knife. Don't go in too deep. There. If you follow the bone, just use the point. You can't go too far wrong. Just working it around. Like that. There's your bone. We'll leave that little piece of fillet on the bottom side of it. Trim that up. A little piece of the hip there. Take that out of there. Like so. There's your lamb rump. Rightio. So I'll slice those out. Beautiful. There's your rumps, little piece of fillet to put there. So that there is your basic cuts of your leg and your chunk chops. Chuck them up there out of the way now. Right. Rump steaks there. Rightio, next we'll move on to the loins. So you want to start, you want to get work on your size of what your chops are going to be. Mark through there, cut through that piece of flank with your saw. Nice and gentle again. Till you're through the bone there, cut that off. One. Here's two. Same again. Just hold it nice and steady. Nice and steady with the saw. There she goes. Rightio. Now we've got our loin and our rib loin. So I want to separate those two. So on your last rib, I'm going to cut straight down there, like so, straight across there, like so, and we'll separate those. Through with the saw, through with the knife. That'll be your cutlets and your rack. That'll be our loins, and we'll take a back strap out of those. Rightio. First off, we'll do our rack and our cutlets. So you want to get your knife, just work it along the backbone, either side of the backbone. One side, there, other side, right there. That's that. Now we want to flip it over. We've got to take these rib bones out. So we trim that bit of bone off there so you can see exactly what you've got, where you're going. Over there. Take that out of there. With your saw, this is important. You don't go too deep, because this is where you can start wrecking the good cuts of meat. Just going to go a simple cut through the bones. Once you feel the bones go, like that. And you want to work back. You cut into where you run into that cut you put down the back. There it is. That's off. Same on the other side. Spin him around. Nice and gentle with your saw. Just until you go through the bone. There she goes. Right. Cut into there. That's off. Rightio. Tuck that away. With this one we'll do a rack. Trim that bit of spinal cord out, backbone, paddywhack. Take that out. Then with your knife, a little bit back from the eye, run it straight down, nice and square with each other. It's a nice square cut. Straight down. We're going to peel that off. We'll chuck that in there. And you've got a little piece of the scapular shoulder blade left in there. We'll take that out. Righto. Then we just want to go along with our knife. Take these intercostals out. Going along, working your way through them. There we go. Nice little rack of lamb. Chuck those over there. Now we'll go to the other side. Trim that underside out of there. We're going to do some cutlets out of these. So again, we'll take that piece of paddywhack out of there. That's the yellow piece along his backbone. Take that out. Then we'll go again, square across. Like that. Nice and square. Take that off, chuck that away. Take that piece of shoulder blade out again. And we'll flip them out, and it's just a matter of going between your ribs and cutting your cutlets out. There we have it. Some nice little cutlets. Rightio, onto the loin. You're going to do one side as your normal traditional loin chops, and then the other side will bone out into, we'll take the fillet out and the back strap out. Let's take that fat out from the underside. Same with that. Trim that up. Be careful not to cut into your fillet. That's out. Right out. That's reasonably good there. We'll take the first side out. Now with the fillet, so just working around there till you hit that bottom bone, just working out nice and gentle. There's your lamb fillet. Tidy him up a bit, take that bottom bit of skin off. There's the fillet. Sitting over there, just that there. Right. Now before we cut him now, we might go down with the saw and cut straight through the middle of him. So same again, nice and gentle with your saw. You want to try and get this as neat down the middle as you can. Straight through that. That'll be our loin chops. This will be our back strap. So along this feather bone, or you can see the top of his backbone there. Run your knife along there. Just following the bone again. Nice and gentle. There's that, chuck that bone under there. It's just a matter, that back strap will just roll out of there. Like that. Cut him off there. Now just clean this silver skin off him. Cut down here for starters, take that off. And it's just a matter, put your knife under there, take that off. There's your lamb back strap. Right, onto our loin chops. We've already pretty well trimmed that. A little bit more stuff under here we'll take off. A little bit around there. That. I like to take this top layer, just gently score it with your knife, and this top layer of the bark that should just peel off. Work it off. Like that. We'll get rid of that. We'll roll this in like that. And it's just a matter of going through the joints that we have in the backbone. So I want to work through these joints here. This is the only time I use the bigger knife. Just give you a bit more leverage. So you just, that's a little off cut, and just work him along. There's our loin chops. Sit those along there. That there. Rightio. Now onto our ribs. You can do one of two things with these, or three things really. You can trim them out. Just use them for sausages, You could bone them out and roll them, which takes that's a little bit in it, trying to trim all the fat and sinews and stuff out. I like to just do it in the spare ribs. So just cut him, follow the bone around. You can see where the bone joins onto the brisket bone. Take that out, you'll be left with that. Then this top piece of bark or skin, just that up. Little nick, hold on to him, peel that off. There it is. And we'll just trim that bit of fat off the top, like that. Chuck that away. Then we'll cut ribs. There's your spare ribs. This piece, I just keep in the freezer for when I make a batch of sausages. Get rid of that bone, trim that up. There it is. With this one, we'll just do the same thing. There, follow where the brisket bone joins onto the ribs. Take that out. That under there. If you have a little mincer, you can trim this lamb trim out and run it through the mincer, make a little bit of lamb mince. But I prefer to mix the lamb and the beef together for my sausages, so that's how I go about it. Righty-o. Same again. That piece of top skin, peel that off. There it is. Trim that. Take that off. Throw that in there. Then just between your ribs, just cut them into nice little spare ribs. There they are. Rightio. That brings us to the forequarter. This is a piece of meat that a lot of people do have trouble with working out what to do with it. I myself think it's probably one of the best pieces of meat on the lamb for taste and flavour. So I like working with it. So we're going to bone this. We'll bone one side out and then the other side we'll do into 4/4 chops without the underbones. They'll just have the top bone of the shoulder and the scapula in. But we'll start by taking the bone out. So it's just a matter of running your knife down the back, bone and down the middle of his neck. I'll spin him around. You can see what I've done there. Both sides. That side, that side. Then, with your knife, you want to go down the inside of the ribs, working your knife around the ribs. Like so. That's nearly off. Down to the neck. Work that knife in around the neck. One side off. And then we'll go to the other side. Spin him around. Just follow the bones. There's no rush to get it off. Just you follow the bone, you can't go too wrong. You're not going to cut through muscle if you're on the bone. Gently work it around. Nice and gentle. Same again, just work it around that neck. Just using the pointy knife there. There it is. That's off. Rightio. The first one will do some 4/4 chops without those rib bones on. I'm just going to trim this up a bit. Take out that paddywhack, which is the yellow bit that runs along his back and down his neck. Take that off of there. It's pretty good. Once again, we want to try not to cut through meat with the saw, so we mark everything with the knife. That's just a matter of take the shank off. There. Nice and gentle. Through the bone we go. Right. There's one shank. Trim this off. Put that in that pile. Right on there. Now we just want to cut through. Once again, we're just cutting through the meat, and we'll leave the bone for the saw. 1, 2. We'll take 3 off that. That'll give us a good length for our 4/4 chops that we come the other way. So once again, open that out just with your hand saw. Nice and gentle. Until you feel that go through the bone. There's 1 through. Flip it over. Gentle through. Last one. 3. Now it's just a matter of get that off there. Give a bit of fat off the top of them. A little bit off the bottom. Through there. There's our 3 little round bone 4/4 chops. Rightio. Now this one, you've got the leg bone running through to there, and the scapula is the rest of that. A little bit trickier with these ones. So there we go. Pick your thickness, however thick you eat your chops. Mine's pretty well a thumb thickness approximately, but you can go thicker or thinner, however you please. That's enough. We'll leave that last little piece there for a bit of soup. Rightio. First few will be a bit easier as you've only got the scapula in there. So you just sawing through nice and gentle until you feel it go through that bone. Then you want to pull up and we'll cut the rest with a knife. There we go. Through. Now we're pretty well on the leg bone here. Through there. Through there. Rightio. Cut through that with a knife. That there is good for soups or stews, bone it out and turn into little dice bits or whatnot. I'll just use it for sausages, but that's what you can use it for. Rightio, then we're just going the rest of the way through with our knife. And these are just a 4/4 chop without the rib bones in them. There we have it. Now we'll move on to the last shoulder. I'm going to bone him out for rolled 4/4 on that. So pretty much start on where the scapula is. You can see it there. You just want to work your knife around that or down that on the flat and open this out. You can see it there. You'll hit a seam here, a seam in the meat. Just follow that seam. That'll open your out. You don't need to go back too far, just far enough that you open it up for that bit of fat. There's actually a gland in there we'll take out soon. That's that. Open that out. What we're going to do, we're going to tunnel bone this shank out of here in a moment. So I'll just take this piece of fat off here. The shoulder is a rather fatty piece of meat, which probably explains why it's got so much flavour. Rightio. So what we want to do is go around the scapula both sides, like so. Till you see, you can see what I've done there. Then it's just a matter, flip him up, push, that'll pop out. Little nick there, and you should be able to grab it and pull it straight out of the shoulder, like so. Just pull in, just trim that last piece out. There it is, nice and clean. Rightio, now we want to get this shank out of here. So, I tip him up, put the leg into my belt buckle there, and just start working around this knuckle. Only just using the pointing knife, you don't need to go too far with it. And just scrape the meat down. You can see I'm only just scraping, I'm not cutting in too deep. That's it. You can see how far I've gone there. It's just around the leg there. Rightio. Flip him up, just under that, where the knuckle is on the point of his elbow there. Knife through, cut right around that, like so. And then, you should be able to grab it, put the shank over the edge of the bench, put your hand on top, grab the shank, give it a twist, twist out, there's your shank. Done. This here now is a boneless shoulder. No bones left in at all. Now it's just a matter of trimming him up and getting him ready to roll, put some string on, which I'll show you at a later date how I tie my rolls of meat up. Rightio, so we'll just work around the bottom here, trim that out. There's actually a gland in there, like I said. Not very big one in that one, it's only a little one. We don't want that though, not very nice to eat. Trim all that. Take his patty whack out here. Again, as you've heard me use that a few times, it's just a yellow cord along his back. Trim that out of that. Like so. Flip him over if he's got a lot of fat on the back, which this one's pretty good. There's no need to do that. I trim this bit of fat off the top of his neck because I like to fold that back in on my rolls of lamb. You can just cut it off and put it back in the middle, like cut him off, trim him off, sorry. Rightio. Just a matter of folding that in, around, and that will be a rolled shoulder of lamb. Rightio, all that's left to do now, take these bones off the shanks and joint them. So I'll just take this little bit of fat down the bottom of those, take that off there, that little bit off there, and we've just got to joint them. Once again, drill the saw just until you feel it go through that bone. There it is. One there. Take this backbone off here. Get rid of that. Just a matter of cutting through that shank now. Like so. One shank, two shanks. That is it. Rightio guys, I'll just bring you around the other side here and show you exactly what I've done, so just bear with me. Righto guys, so I'll just take you through what we've just done. For starters, we've done the legs, so we've done a half leg there, another half, there's a full leg. Then we've done our chump chops here, and then our lamb rump steaks. Then we moved on to, we did the lamb backstrap and lamb fillet, lamb rack, there's our cutlets. Then we moved up to our loin chops, there's our loin chops, there's the ribs, then our little round bone 4/4 chops, our square cut 4/4 chops. That'll be a rolled boneless shoulder. And of course there's our shanks. Righto guys, so that was my video on how to cut up a lamb the old style way with just a couple of knives and a handsaw. Hope this helps you with your home butchering. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Cheers guys, bye.